The GoPro HERO10 just released. I've been waiting for a GoPro for some time, and given the ability to record in 5K, also 4K and 120 frames per second, the HERO10 seemed like a great option to go with. It's got a lot of features on it. I think the biggest sell for me was the resolution quality, but the ability to have some auto leveling, add attachments to it, have some time lapse photography options, as well as the webcam mode, has, I don't know, pretty overwhelming advantages compared to some of the other options out there. These images give you a summary of what's inside the box. And like most things these days, you open it with a pull tab. Once the sleeve is off, you have a nice GoPro container. The GoPro itself is so small though, I don't know whether I would take it with me if I was traveling in this container. You could throw it in with anything else, like if you take a DJI drone with you, it might make sense to just throw the GoPro in there rather than use this. But it's pretty sturdy. There's what's inside. The setup is fairly straightforward. It doesn't come with the battery inside of it, so you're going to have to take care of that, power it on and charge it. I was also surprised, compared to some of the other similar devices, the battery has pretty much no charge on it when you get it, so you do want to plug it in pretty close to when you get it. There's the product questions. Mostly just warnings and descriptions of warranties. Definitely don't microwave it. You don't want to microwave the GoPro. That's good advice there. It also doesn't float. I mean, that's something to consider if you're doing shots for surfing. You're going to want to make sure that it's mounted on there really good. It does have some weight to it. It doesn't weigh that much, probably less than a deck of cards, but it's definitely going to sink. So they got a 1-year workmanship warranty on it, which is helpful for the use and abuse that something like this is going to get. There's the USB to USB-C cord. And there's the camera. So it's got a front-facing screen, which is kind of nice. That's the attachment for the GoPro. They give you one sticky to make sure that the GoPro will stay on there. Probably ideal for putting on a helmet or something. I'm not very smart when it comes to those things. It's actually quite intuitive once you learn how to slide it on. Basically, I'll show you later on, but basically it slides in pretty easily when you pinch the sides. And the battery just slides right in. It's kind of cool that it has a pull tab on it too. You can see if you look down the channel on the right side, that's kind of where the receiver is. So the short side of the battery goes on that end. And then there's the USB-C charger that goes in there as well. There's a micro SD slot in there too, which is kind of nice. So I'll show you how it's plugged in. See how the little red light turns on in the top left corner? That means it's charging. The touchscreen is really nice. There's a GPS setting which you can have on or off. I just turned it off for now, but they do sell an app. Well, it's not really selling because it's free, but there is an option to, if you see, you can just back out and not go with the app. There's going to be a date and time set up. If you download the app, it'll auto sync onto the GoPro. So it's just doing this because I didn't put the app on. Now I'm going to show some of the modes. There's the cinematic mode with leveling. So if you're just jumping around, it'll kind of level the horizon. There's a bit of a zoom. I heard when you're doing something like mountain biking, you want to leave a little bit of off leveling. You don't want it fully leveled because it'll look, the flow will be much better. Before you start recording though, it'll tell you that it needs a SD card, which is a little bit different than the DJI drone where you can just stream it. You can stream the recording to your phone without an SD card in it. It's just the resolution isn't going to be as good. And here's how the attachment slides on. Alright, I finally got the slider on. Here's what it looks like when you put it on something that you'll use more commonly, like a Joby GorillaPod tripod, which I also have another video on. So just take a look at the channel listings if you want to take a look at that. I'm still testing out the GoPro, but as far as the initial setup and function, it's great compared to some competitors like DJI. So I highly recommend the GoPro HERO10. Please leave a question in the comment if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to answer it.